Hey, good morning, everybody. It is January 31st, 2023, 11:41 a.m. in the Dominican Republic. All right, you guys know I am back here in my favorite spot, and I'm enjoying the beach, doing what I do. Got my little beach shirt, hanging with the old people. Um, I've never been to the Dominican Republic this time of year. And hold on, I'm sorry, a lot of light coming out. There we go. Let me do that. That's better. Less refraction. I've never been to the Dominican Republic at this time of year, and the town is flooded. I'm talking about all the hotels are pretty much booked up. You've got families here from Europe, and most of the people here are from Europe, and which is to me kind of unusual. It's like, why would you, come here in Puerto Plata during this time of year? And I've never seen it like this. And what it is it is very, very cold in Europe. And this is where the Europeans come to holiday. And they've been coming here for years. And the average age of the person that is these older people that are here are probably like in their 60s and 70s. And this is where they vacation at. They say holiday. In America, we say vacation. Same concept, right? Okay, it's been raining a little bit here, which is really good. But the sun comes out and everything. The beaches are packed. Playa Alicia's packed. All these other things. Doing some stuff out here. Treatments. I'm getting some treatments out here, which is some of my personal issues. You guys that know that I have some personal issues I got to do. So if I got to get treatment, why stay in the United States, right? Let me go someplace where I'm going to be comfortable and get the same treatment over there versus over here. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But on my adventures toward here, a lot of people in my neighborhood were contacting me, and please forgive the noise. There's a lot of noise going on. A lot of people were contacting me about their electric bills. Now, the electric bills in California went up 153%. At least mine did, 153%, and that's the average. And the electric company says that, oh, well, what it is the cold winter on the East Coast is because your bill went up. Okay, let's think about this. 5%, that's reasonable. 10% is reasonable. 15%, it's pushing it, but okay, it's reasonable. 20, 25, it's kind of getting extreme. 30, 35, kind of getting outrageous. To me, 50% is outrageous. The bills went up 153%. They're saying that that's because they buy their natural gas all over the country. That has nothing to do with me. What I think this is, it's a test bed to see how people are going to react. Because think about this, as Californians, if your bill went up 153% and then they move it down to 100%, just like they do in gas in California, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to accept it and pay it anyway? And then the lady I was talking to said, well, it's wintertime. You're running your heat. You're probably cooking more, stuff like that. I said, ma'am, I live by myself. My bill is almost identical to last year. You know how they put those little rates and show you what you used last year versus this year and so on and so on, so you can kind of see where you're at. I live by myself. I don't cook like that. I have an efficient water heater. I have an efficient AC heater furnace system. I have everything I need to keep my house efficient. I've never had a gas bill in the wintertime over $70. Never. And this lady's telling me it's the bill, which made me think about something. I got a smart thermostat. I got all of these things you're supposed to have. So a lot of people started contacting me, and they said, "Oh, my bill, whatever." Yeah, there's things you can do. You could get an extension on your bill. You could go into the LP program, the level pay program, where it keeps it at a certain rate, and then you pay at the end of the year or something like that. So I'm not surprised by this, but it's kind of crazy the excuses they give you. So all the sunshine and heat that we have here on the West Coast of the United States, does that mean that they pay their AC bill higher because we have all this heat here in the summertime on the west side of the United States with all the desert. It just didn't make sense to me, and it really rang hollow. And then I asked the technician person, I said, I said, do you figure that 153% is a little outrageous? Even though I have the same usage, I am using the same amount, but I have to pay because people on the East Coast are using more gas. Why do I have to pay? Because they're using more gas. So I know a lot of people, you guys are saying, well, what's the solution, Don? What do we do about it? Well, the first thing that I did is I wrote an email to my state representative, my congressman, shitbird Mark Takano at the 53rd or 43rd Congressional District in California, and my senators. Outrageous. Here in the Assembly of California, they're saying that they're going to do a study, an investigation to why that this is going on, because what I just said doesn't make sense or not. Why am I paying? Because people on the East Coast are using more gas. Why do I have to pay for their thing? 153%? How do you justify that? So, for those that emailed me and let me know, this is basically the reason why. They're saying that because the winters in the East Coast has hit them so hard that they're putting the cost on us. Basically, in a nutshell, because it makes no sense. A lot of us, we're from California. We don't have long winters, and a lot of people don't use a lot of winter heat like that. But 153%, outrageous. You need to write your congressman, your representative, your city council, all of these people, because like you said, Californians, like they do with our gas, they put a 12 cents tax in there without you even voting on it. And they say, well, we're going to put this tax in there and then see what you do about it. So they put it in there. Everybody lost it, but still paid it. They just do these things as a test bed to see how much you're going to push against it. So makes no sense to me. 153. My bill was at about $268. $268. And I didn't do anything wrong. Nothing changed. So that's what you can do about it. I mean, if you guys are going to be these Californians that just bitch and moan and do nothing, they're going to continue to do it. So that's my 2 cents on that. I'm doing a podcast today with my compadre, Dimitri K. You guys tune in for that. And it's going to be a great day. I'm headed to the beach after the shows. And I got a scheduled appointment at 1:00 that I've got to go to for treatment. And yeah, it's just going to be one of those days. But that's the reason why your bill is so high. You can get an extension if you so choose. You should maybe possibly enroll into the LP whatever program, level pay program if you qualify, or basically pay the bill. So we'll see how it goes. I know that the gas company also putting in $1 million to help those people who might need help, but they're basically offering $100 if you get selected into that program to pull out there to help you with your gas bill. So there's a program for that. So contact your gas representative. My gas representative is Southern California Edison. So that is what I've been told there. So I am aware of it, and you got to write a letter. You've got to register your unhappiness with your representative. I'm Donovan Saadiq. I'm the recovering Democrat, also known as the IE Informer. You've just been informed. Stay tuned to this channel because I will be talking about the brutal beating of the Black man in Memphis, Tennessee. A friend of mine there, she was on Joyless's Reed show talking about that the other day. I think she was on there yesterday, and she's at ground root to kind of know what's going on there. But a quick tad bit for you guys. This is why it was so important to not negotiate qualified immunity. This is why it was so important not to negotiate qualified immunity. Where's Jimbo Clapburn? Now, if you think about it, would that man have been alive if qualified immunity was an issue for these police officers? When the family sues down in Memphis, who do you think pays for that? We do, the taxpayer. The taxpayer. Individually, as a former soldier, airman, I am responsible for my actions on the battlefield. I'm responsible for it. I mean, of course, I'm covered by federal law and all this other stuff, but I'm responsible for it. So when I go out and my actions and stuff, I'm responsible for it because I don't want to lose my military benefits that I've worked hard for, my pay and whatever, my ratings and all this other stuff. So if police officers are held to a certain accountability that they could be individually sued and lose everything they've worked for, don't you think that their policing would be a lot better and they would be more hesitant? A lot of people make the argument, well, if you do that, then they're going to be hesitant to do their job. No, they won't. That's just not true. They're going to be better at doing their job and applying the law correctly. So if I'm a police officer, I'm going to know the law a lot better. A lot better. Not what they taught me in the academy, arrest, bust head. No. And then another thing about the young man that got killed and the police officers involved, the police chief of Memphis, she is notorious for starting these terror squads. She was in Atlanta and she was in Durham. Both of those terror squads that she enacted also got shut down for excessive force and policing. So she's not new to this. And it's amazing how they put a black face out there. And then they point, see, that is what's wrong with policing right there. No, it's the culture of policing. It's not because that individual is a black person. But this is what we tell you about black Democrats. Your Sheila Jackson Lees, your Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters was on a TV show yesterday talking about, qualified immunity. Oh, all of a sudden, now you want the soundbite. But that's what we were talking about. The George Floyd bill is toothless without it. It means nothing. It didn't distract these police officers from doing what they were doing. Now, 84-year-old Maxine Waters wants to talk about getting some form of police reform going. All of this could have been settled 2 years ago. Joe Biden said he was going to do it. Didn't do it. But see, we've been conditioned to go from tragedy to tragedy like it's normal now. Sandra Bland gets killed, then you de-escalate. George Floyd gets killed, you escalate, then you de-escalate. It's kind of like the coding system for 9/11. And remember, it's code blue. Oh, everybody got excited. Then it goes to green. And it's a mind controlling type thing. So we're going to be talking about that coming up as well. So check out the podcast. Check out my adventures here. Like I said, getting some treatment, doing what I got to do. And people are like, oh, you're going back, because I have a choice. I have to go get treatment. And I just figured it's cold in California right now. I said, well, if I'm going to go get treatment, let me go get treatment where I'm going to enjoy myself and have a decent time. So here I am in an area where I know, and I'll just get the treatment here. Kill two birds with one stone, right? Donovan, Saadiq, I'm the recovering Democrat. You guys, you've just been informed. Talk to you guys later. Have a great, blessed day.